What's going on YouTube? Cloverbuzz here, back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're hopping back into the rank ladder to showcase a very interesting, almost hard Trick Room team. This is a team made by Roberto and they recently got, I think it was like top 400 within masterball rank ladder. So you know, they made the team public. It looked pretty cool, so I wanted to try and showcase it here today because again, hard Trick Room you don't really see in regulationI just because, you know, it is somewhat linear. And it's easy to play around if you can just stall out the potential Trick Room turns. And if you got Fake Out, you can always just, you know, stall it out that way. But this has some interesting ideas here. You know, yes, you've got Indeedee, Calyrex, Ursaluna, and the Lunala. Like, the double Luna idea is always going to be featured on the hard Trick Room idea, right? And it is a clear Amulet Calyrex. That one is pretty standard. Same with the Ursaluna. And, you know, the Lunala does have Expanding Force, so there is some way to take advantage of Indeedee's terrain in that sense. And you do have Terra Fairy Moonblast, which is quite good against, you know, dark coverage, or dark types, I should say, you know, Sucker Punch, Chien-Pao, and whatnot. And of course, you get rid of your ghost typing in front of the Calyrex, so that's good there. You do have Goggles, so, you know, you won't really fall asleep to stuff like Smeargle and Spore shenanigans, and, you know, the opponent won't know that if this is best of one ladder, so you can use that to your advantage. Then you've got probably the most interesting piece of the team. You've got the Power Band Annhilape. And, you know, with Power Band, you're able to at least half your speed. So that means you get to outspeed everything here. And that means you can go for coaching, you know, into your own Calyrex or Ursaluna for that matter. And then either of them can attack. And, you know, with the speed interactions, the Annhilape would go first in Trick Room, right? Just because of the speed is half. This is a relaxed Annhilape from what I understand. Let me just check the pace one more time. Yes, it is a relaxed nature, 0 speed Annhilape. So this will definitely outspeed either of your, you know, sweepers and be able to coach them. And then, of course, you always have Final Gambit and, you know, 217 HP. Of course, you can get rid of stuff like Miraidon and other Koraidons if you really need to under the Trick Room way. All right, and again, you're not Scarf, so you're not just limited to a Final Gambit. You know, you have coaching plays. You know, you could do it first, and then you could do like Final Gambit and Rage Fist if you have to. Then you have Ogerpon over here. So, you know, the Annhilape is the Vital Spirit Mon here, right? So again, this is another Pokemon that, again, can't fall asleep. So, you know, Smeargle stuff or Mungus shenanigans not going to work there either. And you also have the Ogerpon. So you have three, you know, technically 4 resistances to like Spore shenanigans, because again, the Ursaluna, once it's burned, right, you can't put that thing to sleep. So yeah, it's gonna help you there. And same thing here with the Ogerpon. So this is your Defiant Mon. So just in case, you know, you're trying to go against stuff like Intimidate cycling, the Ogerpon could get a nice little boost here. And you also have a cheeky tech here with Knockoff, which is gonna be quite good against a Shadow Rider, or even potentially other ghost types, like, you know, maybe like a Lunala, for example, if you can even get that off there, right? And then, of course, just regular Ivy Cudgel. This is a Jolly 252 Ogerpon there, so this is like your only fast mon on the team, right? That's why I've been saying that this is almost hard Trick Room. Otherwise, you can always just add some other stuff here, like maybe Torkoal for weather control and whatnot, but you know, those are boring teams, right? We already know what Torkoal can do on like hard Trick Room stuff. This one's a little bit more involved, right? At least with the Annhilape and the Ogerpon pieces. But anyway, so typical ideas. Again, you can always just lead Indeedee plus one of the Trick Room setters, whether it be Lunala or the Calyrex. You can bring in Ursaluna in the back. After that, even the Annhilape can come in from the back and then just go from there, right? Those are like easy leads. You could even do, you know, like Annhilape plus maybe one of the physical attackers. You could protect one slot and go for coaching. You can even do something like that if you see the position for it. Otherwise, you know, you can even lead Ogerpon in one of the Trick Room setters, right? You do have a sash there, so you can take 2 hits, set up Trick Room, get a free switch into the other sweeper, and then just go from there, right? So those are some ideas that you could do with this. Anyway, but that's it. So hopefully we can get some cool wins with this almost hard Trick Room team on the ladder today. So without wasting further time, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. All right, we got Morgan. We got Swordfish, Rillaboom and Indeedee. Okay, double terrain, and then Roaring Moon. Oh boy. All right. So Kyogre is going to be hard to deal with, but we do have Ogerpon, which can help, but he's got a Roaring Moon there. Not great. We have Power Band. Like instant, like if he leads instant Kyogre, my Calyrex is like kind of sad here. Oh. I actually don't know how I'm supposed to... Wait a second. Alright, I have an idea. What if we do this? We're gonna do this and this. Because this is the Defiant Mon. Then we bring you. And we bring you. I think that's the way. I think. He's gonna have one of the terrain users for me. I think he brings in like Rillaboom and stuff. We'll see. But I need to at least try and use the Ogerpon to pressure the Kyogre. Try is the keyword. Try. Alright, maybe he leads instant 2. Alright, he led Roaring Moon and Kyogre there, so he's got a choice to make, I think. Like, he can bop. Here's the thing that is really cool. I've got a sash. Right? And he can go for glory on my Ogerpon. But okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna click Trick Room here. I could also click Glacial Lance, get rid of the Roaring Moon, and then bop the Kyogre right now. But then he brings in some. That could be a play. What if I just go greedy? I could be greedy. You know what? I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna Glacial Lance that thing. We're gonna Ivy Cudgel this thing. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going for glory. I'm taking the risk. We're risking it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. We're not scared. We're not scared. That's him. Is this Terra Flying or is this Kyogre? Okay. Terra Flying? Terra Fairy? Okay, so now I guess he lives. Alright. Does the Kyogre protect, though? Is my question. Wow, Terra Fairy. Never seen that. That's weird. Okay. I thought he might tear the Ogre by chance, but he didn't. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, he's got Protect, bro. So you're telling me I could have just straight clicked Trick... Oh, he went for Taunt. Oh, that's fine. Well, now I'm glad I didn't go for Trick Room. I was going to say, you're going to let me go for Trick... Alright, here we go. Cudgel. Protecting the Ogre. Free Glacial Lance. Okay. Free damage into that Roaring Moon there. Okay, so now he understands. Wait a second. This guy... Oh my god, that almost killed him. So now he's at the risk of doing it again. Alright, so here we go. I can click Protect. Oh, you know what I could do? You can swap? Like, I can still click Trick Room. You know, he's in trouble now. Like, I can still do this. Like, this is still a play. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it again. Like, he goes for a knockoff here. Alright, that's fine. Right? But now we just bop the Ogre. See you later. And free Glacial Lance, right? So I just go, I kill 2 Mons and I go to +2. I mean, I go to +1. +2. Alright. Well, thanks for coming. And because my Ogerpon stays alive, I can click Redirection. And the Zacian is only single target. So this is easily Trick Room. Follow me, Trick Room, I think. Right? I know you got Zacian there. Alright. Oh, it's Indeedee. Oh, yo, it's over. Okay. Now he can flip my Trick Room. He can definitely do that. But again, this is just like more free damage. And I've got knockoff, bro. So like, you know what? I've got no fear here. I can still click Glacial Lance. And I've got knockoff. Like, what is this? Stab Super. No, this is just trying to math in my head a little bit. I think this is just better. No, this is better. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we just bop you. Alright, goes for play rough. That shouldn't... Yeah, that's not gonna do enough. Alright, knock off. Indeedee, thanks for coming. Good job, Ogerpon. Oh, Rocky Helmet. Oh boy. Alright, but we knock it off now. And Deagling comes out. Ogerpon. Oh, Ogerpon survives, yo, the bulk on this thing. Nah, it's no, it's just jolly. It's just 252, 252. Alright, Calyrex, you're +2. You're +2. We're cooking. Alright. And we shook off the taunt. Okay. And Ogerpon lives. This is... I guess we can click Trick Room now, right? Yeah, yep. So here we go. Trick Room. Actually, we don't even need to do that. I'm going to click High Horsepower. Nah, we'll just play it safe. I'll click Trick Room now. Alright, we'll click Follow Me. I think he just cancels, bro. Alright, yeah, we got the edge there. Taunt Roy Moon's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we got Tells in here, and we've got Rayquaza, Chien-Pao Shenanigans, and there is a Zacian there. Alright, so what are the chances that this is just extreme speed Swords Dance stuff from the Rayquaza? I think very, very likely. It's got a Meowstic there. Could be screen stuff. It's Prankster. Thunder Wave Shenanigans, you never know. There is a Volcarona Endgame Wincon, and Rillaboom for their Miraidon needs, I would imagine. Okay. So, well, first of all, Trick Room's gonna be favorable for us. And I think I can just lead the Calyrex, in all honesty. We do have the Annihilate there. I don't think we... I think Ursaluna's also just gonna do relatively well here. I think Lunala could also do something here. Rerunning... I didn't get a chance to remember this. There is Expanding Force here. So better yet... He brings Rillaboom, that would be like kind of funny. Alright, let's just do this. I don't think we need the Ape here. I think just like Ursaluna in the back end with Lunala looks pretty strong. There's a Chien-Pao there, but we have the tools to deal with it. Alright. Let's just see how he leaves this. Yeah, I mean, you know, we do have the Terra Fairy option Moonblast if we have to use that. We are going to be susceptible to the Zacian, but let's see what happens here. Is it just going to be Chien-Pao Zacian? Is there Ice Spinner on that thing? Volcarona Rillaboom. Okay, well, glad we let Calyrex here. Now, here's the thing. If that Rillaboom is faster, that's good news for us, right? Because then our... Okay, it's not. Alright, so... here we are. So it's still fine. So that means if the Rillaboom is like this, we have a speed tie in terrain, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Now, there could be Fake Out here along with the Quiver Dance idea, which is going to be super annoying, right? So what I'm going to do is I can still set up, or at least try to set up Trick Room here, and then I would like to go into the Ursaluna here, just because I can reset terrain and stuff here, right? So here we go, Indeedee. Thanks for coming. I didn't expect to see no speed Rillaboom here, or potential speed type with the Indeedee, right? Because we are relaxed nature with no speed investment. So here we go. There's the Fake Out. He went into the Indeedee slot. Oh, there's the Will-O-Wisp there. Okay, that's annoying. Really? I could have just redirected and clicked Trick Room? That was free then. I thought, what the heck? Alright. Because then the Will-O-Wisp would have well, he did Fake Out the Indeedee anyway, so I shouldn't say that much. But we did get the Ursaluna in prime position here with Trick Room there. And, you know, Glacial Lance is still going to hit the Rillaboom relatively hard, so... Yeah, I'm still, like, okay with this, more or less. Again, we have to take advantage of our Trick Room turns here. We can see the Volcarona clicking Protect here, and maybe something like Zacian swapping in here and whatnot. So that is the other possibility that we might have. I can still click Glacial Lance here, right? You know, just to do at least some damage into the Rillaboom slot. And I will still click Facade over here. Okay, it's actually just Rage Powder, so that's fine. Now, the one thing that you have to note, like we said in the beginning of the video, is that there is a speed tie here with our own Calyrex and Ursaluna, and I never really liked that, but at least it ends up working for us here. Somewhat. Alright, so goodbye Volcarona. Alright, we get Rocky Helmet Chip, of course. Alright. Because if our Ursaluna went first, we would have taken out that Volcarona, then Glacial Lance just goes splat into the Rillaboom here, but because of this, you know, we actually go first, and then we lose the Ursaluna because of that, right? Because 2 attacks went in instead of 1. So that's unfortunate, right? That's what you have to be careful when you have Calyrex and Ursaluna on the same team. You have the risk of the speed tie here. All right, so we can still get Lunala in here, and what we could do is swap and then click Expanding Force. All right, we are Quiet Nature, so that's good. Oh. Retrade a little bit. There's the Chien-Pao. We're definitely going Terra Fairy here. Okay, and we can still click Glacial Lance, right? It's not a huge deal here. So I still want to do at least that much. And then here we're just going to, again, we're going to deal enough chip damage, and we can still click Moonblast on the Chien-Pao here. He goes for Sucker Punch. He's crazy. All right, and he doesn't know that we're Terra Fairy either, so this is going to be at least okay for us. Again, we're trying to maximize our Trick Room turns here. Alright, so here we go. Alright, there's the Grassy Glide. That's fine. Again, a little bit of chip damage trying to break our Shadow Shield there. There's the Sucker Punch. But again, this is why we have the Terra Fairy option. Alright, Glacial Lance comes out. Rillaboom goes splat. Right, so we'll get to +1 at least with the burn. Alright, and we should be able to take out Chien-Pao here with the Moonblast. Even if it was Sash, doesn't matter because we were able to chip it. Okay, and here is said Moonblast here. Right. Now, if there is a Zacian or Rayquaza in the back, okay, sure. You know, he could protect again, of course, if he needs to do that. But this is pretty good for us because we're getting, you know, some passive recovery here. So now it's just, you know, 1 versus 3 here. You know, we still have the Indeedee in the back. Okay, it's actually just Rayquaza here. So, you know, if he plans to click Extreme Speed, he's got another thing coming. But realistically, he probably just Terra Normals here, and he does like whatever he wants to do here. But we're gonna do this, and this is still, you know, it's still a 2v1 here. Like, I'm surprised he didn't bring the Zacian here, but I like to see Rayquaza try his best here. But here we are. It's going to be Terra Nova. Now, the other thing we could have done and considered was to swap in Indeedee and get the Psychic Terrain so he can't do the Extreme Speed stuff that he's going to do right now, of course, with the Terra Normal. And that probably ends up being a better play, but we'll see. You know, I still want 2 damage versus 1. And again, we still have Trick Room up, but he didn't even go for it, surprisingly enough. We got a crit anyway, so nice burn there. And this Rayquaza doesn't end up doing anything, as it just turns out. So, you Terra Normal, but no Extreme Speed. Maybe there was... Maybe he just went for like Dragon Ascent or something, and maybe tried to read the Indeedee swap in, but, you know, I just didn't think it was necessary when we had all this offense on the field. So good job to Telzin, right? So our speed tie didn't matter. We still, you know, were able to come away with it. Oh lord, we got Kyogre and Koraidon. I haven't seen this pair. Is that a Primarina? That's a fish. Is that a Lumineon? Bro, what is that? There's 4 water types here. Oh no, I don't even know what Lumineon does. Wait a second. Lumineon. Does that thing get like Swift Swim or something? It does get Swift Swim. It also gets Storm Drain. I don't know if it's there for that. Alright, well, first of all, Trick Room looks great. Problem is... Well, we've got Wide Guard. Alright, doesn't have like terrain shenanigans. Ogerpon could be great here though. Especially with all these water types. Like literally Ogerpon looks pretty good. So do you do. So do you. I think I bring in Calyrex. Calyrex is hard, right? Because of all the water types he's got. He does have a... Do I leave it behind and then just go with like Ogerpon and the Ursaluna? tough because like it makes sense, but he does have a Koraidon that I gotta hit. So I'll do it this way. It's a strange team, but we'll see. I'm primarily leading this, just because. Wait, I don't. Oh, I actually don't have Wide Guard. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. All right, gotta read pace a little bit more. All right, but he led this, so this is not terrible anyway, because we can Trick Room and do stuff. Okay, because I could also click Expanding Force too. All right, he might Terra, but yeah. Anyway, I would love to even like just smash that with like a Moonblast. He won't even see it coming. But if he Terra Fires, then I'd be big sad here. So I think what we do is, are we help? No, we're Seeds here. Okay, so I honestly just think we just click Helping Hand here. And if he clicks the fire move, he clicks the fire move, but I would also just, yeah, I'm gonna just do this. Like, unless your Flutter Mane also has Trick Room, which is gonna be kind of funny. But yeah, I think this is okay. All right, here we go. Follow me. No Terra. I could have just clicked Expanding Force. Oh, man. Oh, bro, this guy has Trick Room, bro. That's the reason why he did that. All right, it is just a raw Flare Blitz. Indeed, it was nice knowing you, man. Okay, we live. All right, now... Wow, I could have just literally clicked Expanding Force. Alright, I can't use Trick Room. Okay, that's fine. Alright, well... That's interesting. You probably have a Sash there, don't you, huh? Flare Blitz is not going to be fun. Okay. Honestly, I think we just do this. I don't think we need to do the Helping Hand. I think what we have to do is actually just do this. I think my I'm gonna count on Lunala actually trying to live here. All right, we're gonna click Expanding Force. Let's do it. Okay, he's gonna Terra. This is probably Terra Fire Koraidon or something like that. It's actually Flutter Mane that's going for it. It's Terra Fire Flutter Mane. Okay. Alright, now what do we want out of this? Alright, Mystical Fire? Oh, bro. That's not good for us. Alright, special attack drop. This is a crazy team, man. There's the Flame Charge. He gets the boost. He gets the crit. Alright, we'll take out the Koraidon at least. I think. I mean, this is still stab super effective, man. I mean, I know I'm -1, but we are quiet 252. Oh, bro, it lives. Oh my god. Yeah, this just isn't fun. All right. Wow. Yeah, Imprison. I could have. Yeah, I mean, best of one ladder. What are you gonna do? All right. We can still go into Calyrex here. We can pick up Koraidon here, and we can kind of go from there. Don't have the support, but we do have Calyrex here. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. Okay. Mystical Fire, bro. Okay, I think we just have to Terra the Calyrex here. I do suspect the Protect here, so what I'm gonna do is... Again, I don't think... Wait, no, I can't... sorry. There was the seal, yeah. So let's do this. I know he's gonna, like, switch Protect here, so what if we just click High Horsepower on this thing? And... we can still click Expanding Force. Like, it's still gonna do a lot of damage. Also click Moonblast. I think this is still going to be enough. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Now, you might... I didn't see the Kyogre come in. Right? And this is also why I need to Terra Warrior at the same time, you know, just to be able to resist the shenanigans that he's got there. Shadow Claw. Oh my god, this guy's got all the text in the book, bro. Shadow Claw, Koraidon, Mystical Fire, Flutter Mane. This guy's playing a global challenge here for sure. Yeah, we're gonna lose to this. We're gonna lose to an all water, not all water, but like partially water. Okay, that's good. We get a +1 there. Alright, and now we can potentially set up Trick Room there. But it cost us 2 Mons. Alright, and he was fine with me killing the Koraidon there with the Glacial Lance. Alright, what's really cool here is that we have a Sash. Alright, but Let's see what else he's got here. There's that thing. Okay. Okay, we've got Ogerpon here. Locked and loaded. Alright, Photosynthesis. He's got the speed boost. We've got to click Trick Room here. I don't see another way out of this. So I am going to do it now. I could also click... Ooh, better yet. Could click Protect. I am +1 now. Could just exert all this offense. And then click Trick Room against... I don't even need to click Trick Room. Why? Could. If it's Kyogre, you might just swap in. I don't want to lose the Ogerpon immediately, so I'll just do Trick Room here. I'm gonna take a risk here. Let's see if this works out. I have to make a hard read. I'm already like down here, so let's see if this works out here. Okay, he guessed right. All right. He gets the crit. Might as well. All right, and he doubles the slot, bro. Okay, I guess he really wanted me to click the redirect button. All right, this was just good play on his part and good techs, and we just got jumped by a CT-Mon ladder. Well done by our opponent. All right, we're gonna click run here. Yeah, he played well, man. I mean, if I could have just clicked follow me too, so we'll survive the collision course, we'll take the attack, and then we get Trick Room up, and then we have some turns to work with. Right, because again, he did click Draco Meteor, right? So he would have been -2. Maybe Kyogre comes in. Yeah, I think we could have. Yeah, I think there we just click follow me, but I was trying to make a hard read that probably just wasn't necessary. Oh Lord, another one of these, bro. What is this? We can't lose to 2 C teams. Wait, is there only one restricted here? Wait a second, bro. There's only a Terapagos. Wait. Well, he could have another one with the Ditto. Nah, man, we can't lose to this, man. It's one thing to lose to that Lumineon squad and whatnot. We can't lose to this too. Okay, he's got the Indeedee there. All right, that's gonna be good. Again, he's got his own Pagos. What is that, Calm Mind stuff? Okay. I think Annihilape also just looks really good here. I could just straight up do that. Yeah, like ape stuff, and then set up Trick Room and whatnot. We'll bring in the Ursaluna, and we'll just go Indeedee here. I mean Lunala here. I think this is like fine. We don't need the Indeedee here. He's gonna bring the Indeedee for us. Oh man. That last game was kind of funny though. He had all the techs, and we made a hard read that we didn't need to make. All right. We'll get it back with this one, even though he only has one restricted here. Okay, he's got Pagos Mousehold. This could be just Calm Mind shenanigans here. This is also where Annihilape's going to come in clutch. All right, there's the Terra Shift. We should be able to take everything he's got here. Now, he could have Taunt on that Mousehold, right? The same way that we just got imprisoned by the Flutter Mane there. So I am going to be aware of that. Okay. So in reality, what I'm going to do is actually this. I'm just going to click Glacial Lance here, right? And I could also just click Final Gambit. You know, that is another thing I could do. And then just get Trick Room up and then go from there, right? What's my HP on this ape? Please tell me you're 217. Okay, good. Or 217. Not that it matters. Now, if the mouse is sash, we got a problem. All right, I'm still going to click Trick Room anyway, just to see. And I'm going to click Final Gambit. Let's take this thing out. Okay, he's going to Terra. All right. What are we doing here? This is probably just the Pagos. Yeah, it is just the Pagos. Now, if this is powered Meteor Beam, I cry. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, it's Super Fang. Wait a second. Oh, he missed! Bro. Holy smokes. Okay. So, this is going to work out for him because, again, he's going to outspeed my ape. Alright, I thought he would try to Calm Mind setup there. But, again, we're just going to go Final Gambit. We're going to kill ourselves, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna get the free switch. And we're just going to do this. Yeah, this is not the ideal play, but I thought I read it wrong, but that's okay. We're still in a great spot now. Because we have... Yeah, we can come in with this thing. Come in Lunala here. There's a couple of normal types there. But this is fine. Now that we got Trick Room up. Okay, we can start clicking Glacial Lance and whatnot. Terra Starstorm is going to be annoying for sure. But we'll Lance this. And we have to account for him not having like Y-Guard. So this is the other thing we have to worry about. But I will still do it like this. He might read not have Y-Guard. Let's see. Right, he's gonna swap. Oh, a swap on the Terapagos. What's gonna take the Moonblast then? What is this? Okay, the Ditto. Yeah, well, there's his second restricted. Alright, did the mouse hold click protect? Did he click protect? Okay, here's our Terra first. I'll tell you what, man. This guy's playing better than us. We didn't lead optimally either. We could have, I think even coaching would have just been better there. Alright, we need to final Gambit in that situation there. Alright, here we go, Glacial. So he's just going to give me the +1 here. Alright, that's fine by us. Wow. Alright. And now, here is the Moonblast. Oh, that's very good damage. You know, and what's good about Lunala is that we outspeed the Calyrex. However, the Terapagos outspeeds us, but... Oh, he went with the Persian. What the heck? Does that thing get fake out? Look, I'm still gonna click Glacial Lance here. And listen, I'm gonna make him... This is gonna be a read. Let's just do it like this. Let's see what he does. What is this? Quick Claw! Uh-oh. Okay, he went for Fake Out on that slot. Alright, and there's a Glacial Lance here. We should live. Okay, yeah, that did like no damage, bro. Alright. So we'll get the Moongeist Beam out here. Alright. Okay, and now there's one restricted down, and now we got Pagos to deal with at full health. Okay, we still have an Ursaluna as well. Horse. Alright, how many turns of Trick Room are left? There's 2 turns of Trick Room. So, we might have Protect. Uh-oh, what the heck? Alright, let's click Glacial Lance again. And, oh. What else can we do? I think we can also just click Moonblast here. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Oh, he went, I don't know why he did that. I think that's like his only attack move here. Alright, so we'll break. Oh, he sash. Oh, that's not good. Alright, the Pagos is thick. But how thick are you? Are you enough to survive the Moonblast? You are. Alright, that's bad news for us. Alright, so Lunala goes splat. And... Okay. Not great, but we've got 1 turn of Trick Room left. Alright, now let's see if there is a Protect out on the field. Alright, and we just have to account for Ursaluna to be able to survive 1 attack here. So here we go. Ursaluna comes out. Okay, relatively sloppy, but I still think we pull this out here. I think this is all we need. Alright, last turn of TR. Alright, and we just end it. Okay, we didn't get C-Team twice. We didn't play this one well. Right? You know, he still technically had 2 restricteds, right? Because he brought in his Ditto. Yeah, but no, we didn't use the Annihilape correctly there. Yeah, but Super Fang Mouse Hold, that was a thing. I thought he would just go like follow me, call mine and stuff like that, but we read that wrong too. Oh boy, we got hyper offense there. Miraidon and Calyrex. There's Instant and Chi. Ooh, well. Okay, I don't like this. Yeah, that's another pairing that I noticed some people start doing. We might have to do a team building video on this pairing. Alright, Miraidon, Calyrex. So on paper, Trick Room looks good here, but look, we got a battle of the base 50s. The Calyrex, the Ursaluna, and the Iron Hands here. And which one of them goes first, we have no idea. Potential speed. Each one of them can go first a different turn, just because of the speed tiers that they could be going for. I would love. I don't see a world where Incineroar comes in and does what he has to do. I do like Lunala as a potential lead here. Maybe the Ape can also help me, especially against Incin. Miraidon, Calyrex. I do think we need the Indeedee. Ursaluna just looks so good, but you know. Okay, how about this? I think it's just these four, bro. Yeah, like, man, how do you get this Ape into the right spot here? Like, if he leads Incin, I guess the Ape gets a boost here, but what's protecting my Lunala / Calyrex from trying to set up Trick Room successfully? Right? He's got Fake Out and stuff like that. Alright, let's see what he's got here. Okay, it's Miraidon. Oh, it's Calyrex Iron Hands. Terra Fairy Expanding Force looks really good right now. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, I actually wanted to do that. Now, here's the other thing. Miraidon can come in and change his terrain right now, but does Miraidon really want to take Expanding Force? He could. He can't just Fake Out a Ghost Tank. I'm gonna test the waters here. I'm gonna click the E-Force. I'm not gonna click Trick Room. I'm gonna click the E-Force, and I will go for the Psychic Play onto the slot, just to try and do some damage. But I don't know if this is Sash or not. Maybe helping. Oh, maybe this goes. Oh, you know what? Let me try something. Let me go for a Trick Room on this side. Let me see what you got here. Yeah, there's the swap. This is definitely Miraidon coming in, for sure. Changing my Indeedee terrain. Right? Oh, it's Incin. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, well, we still get the E-Force off. Alright, and we did click Trick Room here. And we are going Terra Fairy, so we don't get absolutely demolished by Astral Barrage here. And don't forget our Indeedee can click Trick Room too, so this is also where this comes in handy a little bit. Alright, yeah, he did go for Astral, so our Lunala can take this. And we get to see the item now, confirm whether it's Life Orb or not. Alright, so there's some chip damage there. Alright, Expanding Force, obviously not going to hit Incin, do a whole lot there. Alright, there's the damage there. Not very effective, of course. Alright, now, I didn't see the Calyrex, lose any health there. So here's the thing. You see this? He didn't go for. He didn't even turn. So if he has the Iron Hands, I would imagine it's just Miraidon in the back here. So what we could do now is we can still Moongeist Beam this slot, force him to potentially Terra, and then Incin. I know he's here. He could click Parting Shot and whatnot, but this might be the perfect time to go into our Ursaluna and just start putting pressure. Right, ideally. Right, because the Calyrex could even protect here. Incin could Parting Shot the Lunala. I could totally see that happening, but either way, I think Ursaluna has to make use of these Trick Room turns there. It actually just goes for he goes for the knockoff there. All right, there goes my Flame Orb. All right, Moongeist Beam comes out, so he's actually just going to give me the Calyrex. Okay. He knocks on my Flame. Alrighty. Good play, I guess. Yeah. Alright, now we have... Well, here's the Lunala coming in. now, again, he can tear the Lunala. We understand that. But, again, we can just easily just go for the double up here. And we don't need to headlong rush, right? We don't have to, I mean, we don't have to quote-unquote do the other thing. We can even headlong rush the Ensign. This way, like, Calyrex is kind of free here. Kind of just want to double up the Lunala slot here. I mean, the Miraidon slot. And then Moonblast goes into Ensign, technically, right? Yeah. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, see, like, there's the Terra Fairy coming out here. So, this might kill. Right? Ideally, you have to go for this. And just pray you live. Alright, so there's Miraidon. Okay, here's the Headlong Rush. Oh, that's great damage. Alright, yeah, we got him. Okay. And here is the Moonblast. So, we actually just... There's the Parting Shot. That's, like, okay. Like, that... I think that's a little too late. Still has Instant in the back if he has to use it. But we doubled this slot here. And then, again, it is just Iron Hands coming out here. Which Lunala loves somewhat, right? He can always... He can click Fake Out if he wants, but... I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Alright, because we doubled this Miraidon. So we know this thing, it does not have Protect, of course. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Alright, so both Restricted's gone. Now he just has Instant and the Iron Hands here. Alright, Ursaluna is about to get double intimidated. And we get to click Expanding Force on that Iron Hands. Alright? Because, again, we're going to bring in Indeedee. Okay. So, yeah, we could even just do that. Alright, it's just going to do a lot. Steps. We could even just go Moonblast here. Okay, because it really just... Yeah, we'll just do the Moonblast here. Alright. And then just swap out. And we didn't even bring in Calyrex yet. Yeah, we can just do this. You can't. Alright, he just cancels the battle. Yeah, I mean, kind of hard to come back. You just lost your 2 Restricteds, and, you know, we still have ours. We didn't lose anything. Alright, CSR Zamazenta Smeargle nonsense. Okay. I actually think Power Band Annhilape could be really good here. Against both the Zamazenta and the Calyrex. And we just have to get it in the right position here. How do I want to do this? I think, like... So, like, I'm looking at the ice weaknesses, right? So it's kind of hard for him in a way. I think what we do is we bring these guys. And then Ursaluna looks good against both CSR and Zom. And then how about we leave Lunala behind here? I think Annhilape could actually do something here. You know, maybe even like... what about the Ogerpon actually? Like, Ogerpon could be also like relatively solid. Especially if he's doing like Spore stuff. And then I have knockout pressure. Yeah, let me do this. Hold on a second. I had some ideas. Like, we got knockoff there. So if we can actually like find a way to create the space to do it on the Calyrex, then okay. Because to me, I see like Smeargle's Calyrex lead, Spore, Fake Out, Nasty Plot, all kinds of garbage. Right? Yeah, see? That kind of stuff. So, we'll at least take away the Fake Out idea. The problem is the Spore. Okay? That is the ultimate thing here. And this Calyrex obviously could be like super aggressive. So here's what I want to do. I want... does he beat this? He could click Spore on the Indeedee, and that would not be fun. Like, I follow me, he clicks Spore. I can still click Glacial. No, that's harder. I have another idea. Yeah, it's just forcing me to do this. Yeah, I have to try this. Oh, he actually swaps this. Wait a second. What is this? Rillaboom? Ah. Did you click Fake Out? It made me Terra Water too. That's bad news for me too. Oh man, what if I click Glacial Lance there, bro? That's a risky play, man. You know, I could have done that. Yeah, you click Fake Out, bro. Alright. You know, this also could have clicked Trick Room. So now he's got double Fake Out on the board. Okay. His speed rose. Special attack drop. But honestly, I can still do this. Well, actually, hold on. Like, does he Fake Out the Indeedee and click Spore? That's what I want to know. Let's try this. This is also where, like, Ogerpon could have been really good here, but we'll see. I just need the Trick Room up. That's my main thing. Oh, he Terras. Wow. Holy. Is it the Rillaboom? Terra Fire? Thinking I would click Glacial? Wow. So that means you didn't go for Fake Out. Okay. Did you click Spore into the Calyrex slot? Oh my god. Click Spore into the Indeedee. Oh my god. This is annoying, but we do have ideas now. Okay. Click Woodhammer. Alright, yeah, we have to get the Calyrex out of here. God, Spore is so annoying. Okay. You can Spore the other slot. Okay, this is where, like, Ogerpon's gonna come in. And Indeedee, what do? I guess you might switch out. I can't get you in for Ursaluna. That's too risky. Maybe you just try and click Trick Room again and just live the Woodhammer. Alright. That's just my guess, because I know he's just trying to click Spore there. Well, let's see. Alright, here we go, Ogerpon. Yeah, oh man, Decorate. Definitely going for that Calyrex, bro. I would love the Indeedee to wake up here. Potentially. Alright, Woodhammer comes out into the Ogerpon. God. Almost gets it to Sash. Good live. Alright, Indeedee, that's 2 turns. Okay. Spidef drop. Okay. Let me see what you have right now. Yep, all this speed, bro. All that speed. I'm still trying to get this Trick Room up. Alright, follow me. I need you to decorate me. Decorate Ogerpon. There it is. There's the Decorate play. Alright. And there is the Woodhammer. Alright, more recoil. Alright, Indeedee. If you set up Trick Room, I get the free swap. Don't give me all 3 turns of sleep. Oh, okay, good, okay. Alright. So, we get up Trick Room. We get up Trick Room. We have an Ursaluna on board. Speed drop, yes. There is a Calyrex here. Okay. So my plan now is to try and get the Smeargle down to Sash. And also just like start living in general. I mean, like I want the Glacial Lance obviously, but it's just not doing a whole lot of damage here. I need to click follow me. The Rillaboom. Yeah, the Terra Water Calyrex, I'm always, you know, iffy about. Alright, look at that, all that damage there. That's way too much. Glacial Lance comes in. Alright, gets that thing down to Sash. Smeargle survives. Alright, click Spore. Okay, I have another play now. So the grass disappears, right? Speed drop. Okay, so I still think we can click Glacial Lance again, and now we can go into Ursaluna. This is also very bad. But I need the Indeedee terrain later. Potentially. Okay, he swaps the Smeargle. This might just be Calyrex here. I don't know. Maybe Zamazenta. Oh, it's Raging Bull. Okay. I can live with that. I'll take the +1 there. Okay. Now, if I'm the Rillaboom player, I just click Woodhammer onto the Calyrex and we're good. Alright, let's see what he does. I'm in a bad spot. Yeah. Oh, he actually just clicked Grassy Glide. Wait a second, we lived that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up, he just let me get the Ursaluna in for free. And he has no terrain. And it's Smeargle again. Okay. Fake out. Maybe fake out Ursaluna and then just Grassy Glide again. Literally, maybe. I think we have to get the read right. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2 turns. So we have to make this count. So I actually don't protect anything. I just go for the Glacial Lance now. And I still, if anything, go for the EQ. He survives. The Calyrex. Yeah, we lance this every day. Bro, I'm clicking Earthquake. I don't care. Okay, he clicks follow me. Bro. Alright, I will love the Earthquake. Okay, Calyrex goes first. No. Okay, bro. He did not click any fake out. Oh, this is bad news. I'm gonna hit my own Calyrex. I'm surprised he did that. Okay, Calyrex, I just need you to live, man. I just need you to live. Okay. Calyrex, I'm sorry. Alright, we just made it easier for him. I thought he would click fake out, okay? Alright? He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Alright, we have the Indeedee anyway. It's okay. Sort of. You know, it is taking a nap. Alright, what is this? Tell me it's Zom. But it's just the Calyrex, I know. So, if the Smeargle had the Sash, it's 1 turn of Trick Room left. And I have to take a turn, obviously, right? So, this could be my big break here. Did he Terra? He did. He Terra'd the Rillaboom. Oh, this is so annoying, man. Alright, well, obviously, you know, we have to take a turn here. If he clicks Psychic, it's over. I don't want to have to click this move. But let's see if he just clicks Protect on this Calyrex. He does not. Alright. Oh, he does. Okay. Alright. So he lets my Indeedee stall, potentially. Alright, Headlong Rush comes out. Okay. So. We killed our own Calyrex. Alright. So what we have to do is we have to wake up. Okay? We have to wake up. And we have to potentially kill this Calyrex. I think I still always try to set up Trick Room here. I don't think I need to necessarily click Helping Hand. Astro Barrage is actually not even going to hurt us. So if I can just redirect the Psychic, I think I'll be okay. But I still want to try and set up the Trick Room. And I'm still going to set up the Headlong Rush here. I hope I wake up. Goes for Psychic into the Ursaluna. That does way too much damage. There's the Life Orb. Alright, Headlong Rush comes out. Okay, we win anyway. That's perfect. Bro, I almost threw. I Earthquake my own Calyrex. You know, I gave him the handicap, man. I had to give him a chance, you know? Alright, folks, so one more time, there is the rental. So go ahead and give this a try and let us know how you do with it. You know, again, I can't say like I played the team like quote-unquote perfectly, but we played it well enough where we were able to win the games, you know, especially when we were like behind in some of those games, right? But again, I can't stress enough how, you know, if you're going up against like, you know, Spore Shenanigans like Smeargle, Among Us, use the Goggles Lunala, use the, you know, the Vital Spirit Annihilate to swap in, and then use the Ogerpon if you have to. Those are like your best weapons to use against Smeargle if they're going for, you know, the Spore Shenanigans. And what's really cool about Ogerpon, again, is, you know, you can always redirect the Decorate, right? So you can redirect the Decorate and you can redirect the Spore onto it, and it's not really going to do anything. So that's like a really good weapon around it. Otherwise, you know what you're getting with Expanding Force, Lunala, and Indeedee Terrain. You know what Ursaluna is supposed to do and whatnot. It's a great matchup to Miraidon and Zamazenta, even Calyrex Shadow Rider potentially, right? Because if you're normal typing. And of course, Calyrex needs no introduction there. There was that one game where we didn't quite play the Annihilate well. You know, that's because we misread the mouse hold there. That's on us, obviously, but, you know, you can probably make better use of it than we showed you in that one game today here. All right, but most often than not, you know, you'll probably bring the Calyrex and the Ursaluna a lot, and probably Indeedee as well. And then from there, you know, Annihilape and Ogerpon can come in and see fit, depending on the situation. All right, but that's it. So thanks again, Roberto, for the squad. We'll be back with another video in the next one. Peace out and have a good one.